Hello everybody, I am the Linkzilla, and welcome back to the final episode of Doom 2016. Well, here we are, people. This should be the penultimate episode, and it's going to be a long one, because I know that this level is going to get sprawling. By destroying Vega, you've created a portal directly into the heart of hell. Now you must find your way to the source of the UAC's power, known as the Well. The Crucible will allow you to absorb and contain the energy of the Well for good. That makes me wonder if the final scene that we're going to see of the game is actually only possible because the Crucible, as it's called, has been powered up by what it's about to do to the Well. So, we'll see. The Well. No well, no well. Well, here we go. Access the Well Cathedral. Alright, so first thing that you guys will notice, I now have 12 equipment points, whereas where we last left off, I only had 11. So I managed to successfully go back and kill 3 demons with 1 grenade through an extreme amount of effort. Seriously, fuck these later levels. They just basically irritate me. So, I'm pretty sure that I've got more than enough little tokens that I'll ever need. So, decreases the time tower to charge up energy shot. Yep. Quick recovery. Decreases recovery time for the pistol after using charged energy shot. Yes. Move at full speed when using charged energy shot. Bingo. Increases the maximum power. 15 headshot kills with the energy shot. Fortunately, I only have 5 more headshots to get with this, and I'm pretty sure 5 more headshots, 5 more multiples to get with this. Then I need to start working on this. So, anyway, database, environments. Jesus Christ, game, stop showing me these. Now, let's read. Hold still. To kill 2 Barons of Hell with 1 shot. That is a job for the Gauss Cannon. Uncharted territory. Uncharted territory! Find all 3 Skull Switch secrets. Oh, damn, because the secrets are going to be very hard to find. Big fucking gun. Kill 25 demons with the BFG. Well, if they saved it for last. Can't tell if this is blood splattered over a stone or if the stone itself is bleeding. Chain gun. I just like to point out that the maximum amount of ammo that I can have for this thing is 210. This one is 35, 60, 350 is not bad, but 210 for this is ridiculous. Seriously, whoever basically coded like the max ammo on this, you need to sit down and have a talk. We need to sit down and have a nice civilized conversation about Doom. This looks like a Balgar skull, except much bigger. Oh well, the age of the Titans is over. But then again, the trailer seems to imply that they're making a comeback. It's me. This is Argent Denor, after all, and before Argent Denor was captured and corrupted, it was the seat of the Doomslayer. I don't get why the map does that. Why the heck does it fly off whenever I open it up? Oh good, something's shooting at me. Oh, they're fighting each other. Seriously, what the hell is that? Ah! Well, that Kako is fighting with, I guess, the imps. Oh, great, I think he spotted me. Oh, nope. Looks like that imp wants another piece of him. Sorry, but I find this to be utterly fascinating. It's just so fascinating to be able to observe these weird creatures attacking each other, because it honestly makes them feel kind of real, and okay, he's definitely coming for me now. Aha! A survivor. Where's the rebel base? Talk! Gotcha. Now, when your head grows back, you and I are gonna have a talk. And if you don't want to talk, I'll be gladly to blow it up again. But seriously, what is shooting that? That weird projectile. I don't think I've ever seen a projectile like that in the game so far. Oh, look! Alright, Beefcake. Rosalina. Yoink. Ah, not pinkies. Oh, they're fighting each other. I can dig it. For a second there, I didn't think that they knew how to get up here. Oh! Buddy. Right. You get one more headshot, then you go for the berserk. Right. Make sure you get that pinky, too. Volunteer. I just kind of wish that some of these berserk kills were more interesting than just a single friggin' punch. Like that. We need more of that. It's literally ripping an imp's head in two. Seriously. Come here, Pap. Ooh, Spectre. Or maybe I imagined it. Ah! You ruined my armor! Peg! I just feel like they notice where you go too quickly. Almost like they're immediately drawn to you or something. Part of me wonders if, like, the redesigns of this game caused the developers to suffer some kind of backlash, because in Doom Eternal, I've noticed that the Mancubus now basically look more akin to how they did, like, in Doom 2. And I'm kind of wondering why they even bothered. Well, there's the well. But I feel like I should check around to see if, like, one of those switches might be here. Well, I don't see any place where something could be hiding. That's usually how secrets go, but, well, whatever. Are you telling me that that doesn't count? You see? Why did that count, but the other one didn't? I clearly took out his head. Something tells me that that wasn't one of the secrets, though. Well, the auto map is down there, I think. Yay! Okay, so it was. Uncharted territory! Bold new discoveries! Oh, come on. That totally should have killed them. How are you guys surviving? You see, that's more like it. Oh wait, the auto map. This looks off the beaten path. Alright, that should show me everything. For some reason, I have a feeling that that's the way that I need to go. So I'm not going to go that way. I'd be malfunctioning within a day. Now, double fucking jump. Thank you. I think I'm gonna like this thing, especially when I'm at— Whoa! Think that's funny? You think that's funny, huh, bitch? Got no chill for the likes of you. Come on, Link. You're playing literally the best game of 2016. A game that literally took you by surprise. Nothing ever takes you by surprise. Literally speaking, when you say that a game is gonna be terrible, it usually ends up being terrible. So enjoy it. Get happy. Why can't... That's implying that they can. They'll die trying. Wow, these guys take a lot more punishment than they realistically should. That's more like it. Where are the pigs? Hey, no fair. He climbed up while he was stunned. Also, what the hell is this music? Need to save that for when the Mancubus shows up. Because you know, they're going to. You are not allowed to dodge. Seriously, what do you think you are, me? Gonna stun something over this bomb. See? Told ya. Oh, if I had one of these things at work. Die! Bad pig. Bad pig. Come on, pork rind. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Alright, so... pretty sure that now that that's cleared up, there should be another switch nearby. Uh-huh. Wait, why can't I activate it? Please tell me that the game isn't about to start glitching on me. Or maybe I can't activate it until this place is depowered. I don't know why that would make sense, but video game logic rarely does. A wraith. You know, most people think that the people of Argent Denor worshipped these things. I have a different theory. My theory is that this thing is actually one of the Night Sentinels. Hell corrupts everything. And this guy, they transformed him into a nightmarish monster and forced him to be a battery for Hell's cause. So, that's that. And this is John setting him free. Piercing the heart. Because why else would this happen? Why else would the spirit of a Night Sentinel appear and point the way to the next one? The Wraiths. While there are no confirmed sightings of these creatures, much is known about them as they are revered by the demons and referenced multiple times in explored areas of Hell. According to scriptures found in the Kattinger Sanctum, the Wraiths are elemental beings that inhabit the realm of Argent Denor, a world that was colonized in the First Age of Ascension. The Wraiths were detailed by the people of Argent Denor and protected by their fiercest warriors, the Night Sentinels. They are believed to have been imbued with a powerful energy. Yeah, that's probably why they believe what they do, but I don't think that that's actually the case, because, literally speaking, Argent Denor is not supposed to be in Hell. It's not a Hell. It's not native to Hell. It was conquered and absorbed by Hell. So who knows how much of its history they're getting wrong. Yep. Alright, I pressed that. Alright, so... Huh. That looks like a battle arena down there. That looks like a boss fight waiting to happen. Looks like the way it wants me to go, but have I gone through here yet? Keyboard, we are like moments away from 0 hour here. If you literally start doing what I think you're doing, you see this? It's a stone tablet with some writing on it. Looks like the Wakandan symbol for thief right there. And blood veins. But at the top, it looks like it's becoming twisted into this kind of creature. Kind of reminds me of Doom 3, to be honest. Ooh, a secret found. Uncharted territory. Wait, so that opened this one? Wait a second. Is this the... This is the mouth. And that's the door that I just came through, isn't it? Oh well. I was hoping that it would, was hoping that would basically reveal the... Well... Reveal the secret level, actually. Jesus Christ. What is it with hell and arms? Actually, I have a weird feeling about this room. Huh. How did I not see that before? Well, in for a penny. Is it Pandemonium? No. The Netherworld? Certainly not the gate to Limbo. I don't think it's the Unholy Cathedral either, but I know this scene. Pandemonium. It is Pandemonium. Well, I'm glad that I found it. Exploration. I haven't even seen Barons yet. I guess they're saving them. I'm glad that I came back for this. There's literally a trail of blood leading right to it. That means that I walked right up to it and missed it. What's that thumping noise?
He must not be allowed to free them.
Honestly, your compliance isn't really a factor. You are no longer involved in this. This weapon is great if I actually don't miss! Why was this so much easier before? Why didn't you grab that ledge? Did I get the mastery? I think I did. Yep, for the stun bomb, now all that's left is the heat blast. The little engine that could. Too bad getting this is actually fairly annoying. Because the only surefire way to make sure that you do it is to use it on weak enemies, because friggin' the heat wave blast isn't all that powerful to begin with. Now where are the revenants? I know that there are going to be revenants here. You gotta make sure that there's more than one target. Like this Hell Knight, for example. If I wanted to get him and that Hellraiser, I'd have to make sure that the Hell Knight was actually in staggered form. That totally should have worked. Did I fire? Nope. Alright. I think I've gotten rid of the Bankubai, and now I've got 3 Revenants on my tail. Time for this squirrel to go totally berserk. The day the squirrel went berserk in the First St. Baptist Church in that sleepy little town of Pascagoula. It was a fight for survival, and that bloke got every Bible. They were jumping pews and shouting, hallelujah! Wait, did I? Never mind. Why is there another Cyberman Kibas? Oh well. Pretty soon he's about to be a gore balloon. How did that? That's just cheating. You know, it's not even that it's not that I'm basically like worried that they might actually stand a chance of killing me. It's the fact that at this point, it's just annoying. Seriously, game. I mean, I knew some of the later levels got tedious, but friggin' at this point, you really should learn. I mean, how many times does the point have to be made? Many more times, apparently. The chanting and the heavy metal is pretty good, though. Now. Hey, checking out, eh? Ooh. Highly collectible. Pink guy. Or is he pink? I can't tell. Cosmo guy! Cosmo! I wonder if I'm gonna find Phobos guy here. I wonder if there even is a Phobos guy. Dun 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 dun. The thing about it is, I'm pretty sure that the last Skull Switch secret contains a Mega Health, so that might be it down there, actually. So I'll know where the secret is. I just need to figure out how to activate it. Two out of three. The elemental wraiths, if they do still exist in Argent Denor, have no doubt been corrupted by the power of hell. However, descriptions of the beasts suggest that they were terrifying in their own form before any demonization occurred. Sure. The protection of these beasts was both a measure to harness the power they generated and also as a defense against them, hence the need for a warrior order to serve as protectors rather than simple priest caste. Several tablets describe the worship of the wraiths as a necessity to avoid their wrath, and the Ungmar Codex specifically states that wraith call, as a sign of the approaching wraith, caused panic and terror among the people of Argent Denor. It is also possible that some sacrificial ceremonies were attached to the worship of the wraiths. For some reason, that's becoming a pill harder and harder to swallow. Well, got the checkpoint. Unless the switch is tucked away in that corner. A pile of gore. See, that's the door for it. Magma. Aha! That was easy. You just gotta have enough foresight to go back for it. And I got the challenge. What am I getting these weapon upgrade points for, though? Like, I know what I'm getting them for, but what am I gonna use them on? Huh. Maybe I could exchange them for store credit. Argent Denor. How did I get both entries? While some intelligence has been directly retrieved from Argent Denor, most of the details we have regarding this location have been extrapolated from the decoded tablets and scriptures. Limited data and the remote collection and information decrypted from the Korax tablets suggests that this area is the corrupted ruins of a lost realm, a world that had been entirely conquered and absorbed into Hell's dimension. Might have even been Taitanga, if this game didn't already ruin that reference. The battle that was fought to claim this area is of great significance, as the spread of Hell's dominion accelerated quickly upon absorption of the region. The Hell energy that emanates from this region passes through a dimensional tear and appears on Mars at the Argent Fracture. From the Korax tablets, all fall before the command of Hell, for our power is absolute.
Our march to victory is inevitable. Before our armies, even the elemental wraiths of Argent Denor were subjugated. In that great victory, the Night Sentinels, protectors of the wraiths, were betrayed by one of their own, and the wretches wept as we devoured their world and took the well for our devices. None stand against us, for treachery resides in all things, and we shall set it free.
It's a good thing that that Hell is primitive enough to still use tablets, because I'm left wondering how the hell civilization as advanced as Argent Denor is still using tablets to record their history. Some of you in a previous life may have held childish notions of God and the kingdom of heaven. This ugly representation of a spiritual nirvana was designed to control you, to placate your natural feelings of hate and rage, to subdue your realization of your place in the universe. That's totally not what we're doing. No, we offer you something completely different that's totally not bullshit in an attempt to control you and use you for our own purposes. By embracing science, you took the first steps towards freedom from these intellectual chains. By dedicating yourself to the development of Argent energy, you cemented your place in the next age. Now let us tell you about the real heaven. Tell me, kid, what do you know about all-you-can-eat buffets? The real kingdom of the gods is a place that you will never reach, and you should never wish to. No human will ever visit the sacred ground of Argent Denor unless they are made a god by the Dark Lords. Humanity's only purpose and reward is to serve the ascension of the Imperatrix and protect the Crucible. You will be destroyed by the demons, while I will be made a god. I have a feeling that Olivia Pierce is the one who wrote this. A farewell. Yeah, I should be reading that in her voice. You will be destroyed by the demons, while I will be made a god. My immortality is assured, while you will writhe in perpetual agony at the bottom of the darkest hole in hell. You will be forgotten. Your life, your loved ones, your achievements, and failures are nothing, a blank space on the canvas of time. Thank you for your service, may you rot in hell. The Imperatrix. You know, that's actually interesting, because, basically speaking, I remember receiving some some entries for the Codex that basically implied to the Imperatrix Arachne, the Spider Queen, as it were, and yet so far I haven't found any other like Codex entry that alludes to such a thing except this one, and it comes from Olivia Pierce herself. Though it's interesting because, like, this whole section right here, it actually kind of reminds me of, like, something that I've come to grips with myself. Literally speaking, science and religion, I don't think that reason is tied to either one of them, because the human beings are inherently hardwired to not be reasonable in a lot of ways. Reason is a skill that only a tired mind actually has enough clarity to conquer. Most people jump to conclusions because they haven't basically been wary of the world that they live in enough. So, what we're seeing here is an example of not the problem with religion, or even a problem with science, but an inevitable conclusion of dogmatic thinking. Effectively speaking, this is pretty much what happens when everybody takes the whatever field that they're studying in far too seriously. And I've seen it before. Some people worship the very notion of science that it is completely infallible and will one day explain everything, but much like Malcolm said in Jurassic Park, it's an idle boast. Literally speaking, our scientific understanding will only go as far as our human minds are capable of actually comprehending. Now, don't get me wrong, I do not believe that means that there are things in the universe that are inherently incomprehensible, and I don't think that that means that there's actually some credence to the idea that believe that a higher form of life, like a god, exists out there. The thing that I'm trying to say is that human beings are limited in their understanding because there's only so much that we can poke and prod in order to get answers. The Heisenberg uncertainty principle literally put limits on how much we can know about the subatomic world. Well, who cares? Nobody lives in the subatomic world. It doesn't matter to us, but it's only one example. Effectively, science thinks that science once told us that we'd one day be able to predict the weather and even control the weather. Now, the very notion of the idea of us controlling the climate of this planet is literally causing people to get up and alarm about things. Effectively, it's just an idle boast. It's as laughable as a child who jumps off the roof of a building because he believes he can fly. What I'm trying to say is that have whatever you believe in, but have a good reason for believing in it, and don't ever 100% believe that what you hold dearest to you is infallible, because all it takes is literally one flaw to bring that belief crumbling down. Well, not really, but it pokes a hole in it. It's disappointing, too, because I wanted to believe that science would be the end-all, be-all, but people would just treat it like a new religion. Hell, there are people out there that have been treating it like a new religion. Not necessarily science. Science is the tool that they're abusing in order to treat it like a new religion. No, the new religion that basically replaced, like, modern-day religion in the Western world, Christianity being the dominant one, it's all a new form of politics. Identity politics. All I can say is that I feel like people should do something better with their time. Look at me. I'm playing a video game. That's far more of an accomplishment than any of these people complaining about things ever got done. Well, this one's completely maxed out. Holy crap, all I need to do is die one more time and I'll get the saving throw? Cool. That was long-winded. I'm sorry. The Arachne Imperatrix. The Spider Empress. And for some reason, that one line makes everybody think that the Spider Mastermind throughout the entire series has always been a girl. Well, maybe, possibly, if, like, the Doom 2 manual also referred to it as the mother of the Arachnotrons. But at the same time, just because you refer to something as the mother of something doesn't necessarily mean that that thing is female. It's hard for me to explain, but... I saw another knight somewhere. There you are. Nice, piggy. Aw, man, that's a perfect setup over there, but I can't find the damn plasma gun! Oh, come back. Don't you want to rescue your friend? Imps. Is that pig stuck? Well, he's dead now, so he doesn't have to worry about it. Awesome, I got them. Ah, damn. Only one more bit of armor and I lose unlimited. Hey, you. Come here. Hey, buddy. I don't know how to tell you this, but you got something on your face. Oh, I got it. Awesome, I got them both. Stupid pig. And here comes another one. I feel like the maid. I mean, I just cleaned up this mess. Can we keep it clean for 10 minutes? Well, the eyes have it. Bear! Hold still! Where's that quad? Well, I was wondering when you'd drop in. You know, I really should basically break out the... There we go. Why are you still alive? Okay, you guys hash it out. Ooh. Hoo, hoo. Okay, good. Both of them are still alive, which means I can line up the shot, so I can just get both of them to come at me at once. I got plenty of ammo for it. Unless I decide that it's just easier to use the BFG. Where the hell is that imp? Come on out, wimp. You'll do. Jesus Christ. How many of you balloons am I gonna have to pop before this is over? 99 dish lift meat balloons. Damn it. Just do it. Just kill me. How'd the saving grace thing not activate? Well, that works. IDDQD. And I don't think that I got the checkpoint yet, so... all I know is that I got the weapon upgrade token. Yay! Awesome. Saving throw. Let's see. Now I could swap this out for something a bit better. Toss up between these two. Alright. Now, let's do this again. And this time we finish the job. Yeah! And that's why I'm at the top of the food chain. There's only one dominant life form in this universe, and he carries a steel-barreled sword of vengeance. Gotcha, bitches. There's a third one now? Since when? If I knew that there was going to be a third one, I wouldn't have bothered going through all this effort. Oh well. Time to clear house. My name is John the Guy Walker, and I am the Doom Slayer! And don't you sons of bitches ever forget that! Man, I am so getting laid when I get back to Earth. Can't exactly expect that to happen all that soon. Probably gonna have to hit the dating scene. Haven't exactly had a normal conversation with a woman in the last few centuries. Wonder if I could go to a prostitute. With what money? Huh. Maybe I might be able to get somebody blackmailing the UAC. And a baby makes 3. Pierce. Well, further reading from the Ungmar Codex, the Night Sentinels stood strong against our legions. Conquest of Argentinur, empowered by the Wraith energy, was foiled at every turn. Yet in our darkest hour came a lowly hell priest, Dig Grav, and in his guidance, a weakness in a heathen of the Night Sentinels was found. The bargain was struck, thus, for return of the betrayer's only son, lost on the battlefield, Dig Grav must be taken to the source of their power, the elemental wraiths. Led there by the wretched betrayer, Dig Grav and his cabal set a curse upon the wraiths as they slept, and used their essence for our own devices. With the power of the wraiths, they formed the Well, that which brings us upon our enemies. Thus, the city of Argent and their false gods fell under the unholy might of the Hell Priests. For his payment, the betrayer's son was returned to him in our form, and the icon of sin was brought upon the heathens. His vengeance was swift and merciless, for the wages of treachery are suffering. With the fall of Argentinur, their realm was taken into ours, their temples and runes, their carved rock and edifice, all was absorbed into our realm and taken as trophies of our triumph. So that's that. That is interesting. That is the thing. Well, so that basically sort of gave us a kind of backstory of, well, let's just basically say it, the Icon of Sin. A lot of people believe that codex entry means that the Icon of Sin is a Titan demon that is actually the mutated son of the betrayer, the corrupted, possessed son of the traitor. The traitor. He became the Icon of Sin when he was brought back in the form of a demon. I somewhat subscribe to that theory, but I think that it's a bit more complex than that. You see, much like we are about to see with the final boss of this game, I don't actually believe that basically this is the origin of the creature. I think that this is merely the creature taking on a new vessel, a new body with which he can possess, and that's ultimately what I'm going to stick with when it comes to writing the Doom audio drama. Well, I have basically been everywhere in this entire hellish place. All the secrets, all the explorations, they're all mine. There's only one place left to go. Down. And only one thing left to do. Well, men, it's time to finally put this all to rest. There's only one thing left to take care of. She's still alive. In a manner of speaking. How's that godhood?
Promised me so much.
Yeah, they tend to do that. The last person in your position did it for a pair of legs. He ended up getting 2. And thus, the cycle completes yet again. Olivia is revealed for what she truly was. A spider. Okay, full disclosure, my headcanon is that the spider mastermind, the Arachne Imperatrix, effectively it's not necessarily an individual it basically it pretty much is a demon that possesses you, you know? Basically it corrupts you, it gets you to open the door from the other side, and then it takes your body. So, this doesn't necessarily mean that Olivia was the original spider mastermind, because she's just being possessed by it now. I gotta say, the updated design on her looks really awesome. I like basically how sleek and clean the legs look. Just wish that you could use the chainsaw on her. That's just cheating, Dr. Pierce. Gives you that piercing feeling, doesn't it? I've basically been hitting everything except her legs. And now she's basically crippled, and she's shielding her face from my attacks. Nope, wrong one. I need the bigger one. We both know how this ends. You made your bed. Now lie in it. Taste of your own medicine, Doc. Open wide. Boom, bitch. Did this seriously take me 2 hours? What achievement did I get? Well, I got gold guy. Hayden.
You've won. It's over. You stopped the invasion and closed the portal.
Why can't I move?
Rise. Argent, Vega, this entire operation. You see, I've watched you work. Come to understand your motivation.
Oh?
You think the only way is to kill them all, leave nothing behind.
That's the
And
only...
you may be right.
I am
But
right.
we can't just shut it all down. Without Argent energy, it will be worse. I don't expect you to agree.
I don't. Hey! Give that back!
We can continue our work.
No.
I am not the villain in this story.
I
do what I do because there is no choice.
I knew I should have popped you the moment that I met you. You damn droid!
Our time is up. I can't kill you, but I won't have you standing in our way.
I was so impressed when I first saw that.
See each other again.
What? No. Let's Highland! So that was Doom 2016. Honestly, when I saw that ending, I was immediately hyped. I was disappointed that the game was as short as it was, but it definitely is rewarding to play. And it leaves you just wanting more, doesn't it? I really wanted there to be a DLC campaign that came out like within a year from this game's release. But finding out that no DLC, but instead a sequel was on its way, well, potato, you know? I mean, the reason why I wanted there to be like a DLC campaign was to give just a little small extra taste of what this game had to offer. Holy crap, there's no way she is that big compared to him. Just a little more, just one more taste of what this game had to offer in response to, well, before moving on to a sequel, you know what I mean? Because more effort would obviously go into the sequel, but this would be one last chance to get in on it, so... Yep, so that last sequence with Hayden basically admitting that he's going to continue his work in Argent Energy and continue to exploit Hell in order to resolve the energy crisis back on Earth. Yep, that's pretty much what you can basically expect. And that's how it leads into the events of Doom Eternal. And apparently, according to the lore, Samuel Hayden literally becomes the leading general of the Earth forces against the demons. So that might explain why he's so banged up. And oh my god, you guys are gonna love this. Like, friggin', these cinematics here in the credits, they're so friggin' great. Oozing with such gusto about how awesome this game was, with the slightest bit of nostalgia thrown in. I can't wait to show you what I'm talking about, but that last scene with Hayden, that's going to be like a great scene when it comes to the audio drama, because if you guys couldn't figure it out, pretty sure that the Crucible is the sword that the Doomslayer was supposed to use, because a few episodes ago when I was in Hayden's office, I focused on that tablet. It was of the Crucible, and the sword and the blade was extended. So I'm taking that that's how Hayden knew what the Crucible really was. And it really does make me wonder if the Crucible, when it basically, like, pierced the energy cores of the Wraiths, if it absorbed their power, unlocked it as a sense, and absorbed it into itself. So that would explain why the Crucible is now basically a power source. And I have a feeling that the new sword that we get in Doom Eternal is basically the UAC's attempt to basically replicate it as a weapon. So, but that was fun. Doom 2016. It was a game that nobody actually thought had any right to be good, because not only did it take so friggin' long to actually get made, it came at a time where video games, especially any genre that basically revived an old genre, any video game that was basically a reboot of an old series, they seemed almost doomed to fail. But then this game happened, and they showed that video games that restored old franchises with not just a reboot, but a sequel as well. Oh, this is it. There it is, the iconic image. He is the Doomslayer. And Doomslayer is Doom Guy, and I will fight you on that. Basically speaking, that's such a great friggin' game. Darren DePaul, Samuel Hayden. Wow, this game. Basically, like, it showed that it could be done. And then basically we got the Crash Insane trilogy. That basically showed that remastering old games can basically bring back something good. And so now, basically, it's up in the air on whether or not remaking old games is a bad or a good idea. So, it depends really on the game. If I feel a game is in need of making a comeback, not necessarily to basically update the graphics, because I feel like graphics are timeless. If a game needs to come back as a means of reviving the franchise and putting it back into the public consciousness, I'm all for it. When it's a popular video game series that has been continuously ongoing with great success for more than the last 20 years, like Zelda, for example. Remaking the old games and re-releasing them on a handheld console is literally unforgivable. Especially since the graphics of those games are timeless. Why the hell would you ruin them? Anyways, so I gotta admit, though, there were times where this game was frustrating, but I just kept focusing on trying to get the challenges done. And I'm legitimately impressed with myself that I actually managed to do all of the challenges that I didn't think I was going to be able to accomplish. Like, basically getting, like, especially that last saving throw rune. Getting that powered up, that was friggin' ridiculous. How could it possibly be that I would get that fully powered up? And then basically making sure that all my weapons were fully powered up. I'm pretty sure that I wasn't able to do that in my first playthrough. And I'm pretty sure that I didn't get the Praetor suit fully powered up, or fully upgraded, nor did I get all the Argent cells. Sorry, but I just didn't really explore the first time I played this game. I always knew that there would be other chances to do it, so At this point, at the time of this recording, there's only 1 week away from Doom Eternal. Now, by the time this video goes up, Doom Eternal is most likely going to be out, so I don't necessarily think that it's a good idea that I start necessarily, I don't know, playing. Well, I do have a week. It'll have to be submitted. Maybe I'll submit that during my playthrough of Doom Eternal, just to kind of break up the monotony of releasing one Doom Eternal video per day. What I'm hoping is that all of these videos are completely up by the time Doom Eternal releases. So, I'm looking forward to that. It's so weird. I've actually avoided watching the trailers for Doom Eternal, and when it comes to Doom Eternal, sometimes what I see in the trailers is stuff that I really like and really get excited for, while other times it just kind of confuses me and I don't necessarily get why I don't like what I'm seeing. I'm not worried about Doom Eternal. I can feel that it's going to be just as awesome, if not more awesome, than this game. Really, I'm just really going for just as awesome because I don't want it to completely overshadow this game, otherwise there'd be no point in replaying this game. It'd just feel like the same, except less. I'm sorry, it's 3 a.m. where I am right now, and I had a tough day at work. And, well, whew. Honestly, this game is so fun that I honestly want to, like, replay the entire thing and see how quickly I can get through it. Doom Eternal. Well, I'm pretty sure that we could at the very least, assume that the Icon of Sin was going to be involved, especially since they kind of foreshadowed him in this game. And of course, let's face it, Doom Eternal, even though it's going to add a whole lot more stuff, it's basically going to be retreading the same ground as Doom 2 Hell on Earth, which is basically similar to what this game did with the first original 3 episodes of Doom. So, had Knee Deep in the Dead, The Shores of Hell, and the Inferno, which really makes me wish that the DLC campaign based on the 4th episode, Thy Flesh Consumed, came out. Probably would have been hard as fuck, but probably would have been fun either way. Anyways, I don't think that this is the last that we'll see of Doom 2016 on my channel, because, basically speaking, like, I went through all this effort to make sure that I got 100% and to find all the secret levels, so I have a feeling that we'll be visiting them very soon in the near future. We probably won't be able to get to them during this time before Doom Eternal comes out, so I'll probably shelve them for a little while. I'm just trying to make sure that, like, basically as much of the credits get seen here, but I really don't know what else to say. Like, Doom 2016 is just a completely solid game. And, like, everything that you guys know about you've heard about my opinions on whether or not this game is canon with the rest of the Doom franchise, it totally is. This is a soft reboot because it's changing the tone and direction of the series, but it's not a reboot that sets the hard reset button on all the story. Everything can still fit into place, because as we saw, it doesn't necessarily take place in 2145, because they've had missions into Mars set in 2147. So this could be years after all that happened. Literally speaking, the UAC's presence on Mars could have been started by the investigation of the Argent Fracture, or the Argent Fissure, whatever they called it. Basically, the Hydrocon is what got us to Mars in the first place, but when they realized that they can't just keep sucking iron and water out of the soil on Mars without basically having a place to get rid of all that nasty nukage, a new power source had to be found. So, that's what basically allowed Hayden to basically get in control. Hayden's an interesting character, and I love him. I just wish that there was one bit of information about him that I didn't know, because Now this seems like a glaring piece of information that you can't possibly ignore. The fact that his name is Samuel Hayden. S. Hayden. Sayden. What's that kind of sound like to you? It sounds so incredibly stupid, but I think it fits. The problem is, I genuinely believe that Hayden isn't 100% evil. I think that he actually does believe he's doing what he's doing what he does for the right reasons, and that he has no other choice but to do it. Like Olivia Pierce, she is the definition of irredeemable evil. It's even at the end where she basically has the cataracts, she's blinded by what hell has done to her, twisted and corrupted, covered in blood, stating, "They promised me so much." And kind of like this realization that she realizes what she's done, and now she's gonna have to live with that for literally eternity, as she is transformed into a giant fucking brain Lovecraftian abomination. Anyway, but Hayden, that's the weird thing about this game. I honestly was at first expecting Hayden to be the final boss, because I honestly thought that, like, once Doomguy got back to Mars, Hayden was going to try and do what he ended up doing, but the Doomslayer was going to overcome it, and then a fight between them would break out, because, let's face it, you have a scientist who's the head of the UAC, the company that has been making the irresponsible decisions the entire time throughout the game franchise that Doomguy has been a part of, basically speaking, in a 3-meter tall body, robotic body, with super strength, who basically has blood on his hands, indicating that he's either killed humans or killed demons, probably in self-defense. I'm pretty sure that Hayden would make for a very formidable opponent, especially if that force field that protected him is actually canon to the overall plot and not just a game mechanic to prevent you from actually hurting him. Effectively speaking, that's what I would have really liked to have seen, like, basically a fight between the two of you break out in the, like, UAC facility, and then basically the final glory kill would be you pin Hayden down and basically you just punch him until his robotic head is destroyed and everything. I'm gonna admit that's probably why I'm a bit slightly disappointed in the idea of Doom Eternal, because this game ends basically on a promise that it's leading up to a confrontation, a showdown between the Doomslayer and Samuel Hayden. The problem is that the trailers for Doom Eternal seem to imply that Hayden has already been taken out. He's basically missing 3/4 of his entire body. I'm not gonna lie, he basically got the Frieza treatment. He's missing his legs and an arm. So, and he's just hanging there. It looks like he's being tortured, while at the same time it could be people are just running diagnostics on him to see what it would take to repair him. The thing about it is, because these games try to stray away from, like, active storytelling and whatnot, I don't see him getting out of that state in the game. It's perfectly possible that he could have a new body built for himself before the end of the game is over, but I honestly don't see the game actually going that direction, because more often than not, things that basically remain in a stationary position in this game, they tend to remain that way throughout the entire game. It's just that way of storytelling that I see these Doom games working on, that, oh, Hayden was built up as being this big bad that we were going to have to confront in the next game. He's been taken out already. Sorry about that. But I can definitely tell that these games have been made by people who have a real love and a real passion for the Doom franchise, but I'm pretty sure these credits have been going on for like 20 minutes now, so I think that it's time to stop it there. So anyway, Doom Eternal releases, what's today, the 13th? 1 week from today. Happy Friday the 13th, everybody. So, I hope that you guys enjoyed this countdown to eternity, and as always, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Later. Hey gang, I couldn't resist coming back and making sure that this wasn't here, and it was. The first Project Lazarus tethering operation, MTC 2146-351, retrieved a small compendium from the Umbral Plains in the crypt of a destroyed tower of unknown construction. Artifact reference... Oh my god. Oh my god! Do you guys see that? Okay, destroyed tower of unknown construction, artifact reference PLE2M8. You guys get that reference? 'Cause I do. That's the Tower of Babel level from the original Doom. Just like how I said it was a few episodes ago. This Vade Mechum Messim was mostly illegible, but it did contain one of the rare references to the Arania Imperatrix, a mysterious demon that is still largely unknown. When the gate is opened in the Fourth Age, when we have risen and the Masters have shown us the path, she will come. A great blessing will be given to the key holder, for they will become one with the Master, and in that holy union, the power of the Dark Priest will be unleashed upon the heretics of the penumbral plane, the Arania Imperatrix, carried in the mind of all who follow, fed from the blood of those who fell, made with bone of rock, iron, steel, and sinew, a mighty god to rule over all other gods. One become two, become legion. You see what I mean by what I say that the demon is not really Olivia, but possessing her? And in that sense, it doesn't even matter that they refer to it as a she. Imperatrix. The same thing happened to Fortage, and he paid the price for it, just as she did. I gotta admit, I really do like the updated design and the fact that they basically explained how the brain basically remains intact instead of just, oozing all out all over the place. They basically have a carapace constructed around it to hold it in place. I loved that reference, E2M8. But I wonder what the PL means. Can't mean Plutonia experiment. It would be better if it was ID E2M8, because that's the actual code from the original game that teleports you to the Tower of Babel, if you want to jump the level, that is. Well, that's pretty much all there is to it. Doom Eternity will be releasing soon, and effectively we will have a lot more monsters to fight. Apparently this next game is supposed to have twice as many demons as this game does. Well, I can't wait to see what they throw at me next. I just hope that the new demons end up fitting into the roster a whole lot better, and that there are none that basically feel like they're out of place, kind of like Doom 3 had. Just want to check one last thing before we go. Most recent, every nook and cranny, find all the collectibles. Defeat the Cyber Demon. Shoot it until it dies. Outnumbered? No problem. Defeat the Hell Guards. Who's next? Defeat the Spider Mastermind. IDKFA. Earn the masteries for all weapons. And I ended up unlocking that tonight and I didn't even realize it. Historian. Find all data logs. Argent Overload. Fully upgrade health, armor, and ammo capacity. Argent Field. Fully upgrade health, armor, and ammo capacity on a single campaign run. A gift from beyond. The circle is now complete. Tinkering. Fully upgrade a Praetor suit category. Overclocked. Fully upgrade all Praetor suits. A thorough shopper. Complete all challenges for a single mission. Butcher. Perform 200 glory kills. Rip and tear. Kill all common enemy types in campaign. Juicing it up. Kill 150 enemies while using power-ups. Momentum shift. IDDQD. Upgrade all runes. What else you got? Complete all mission challenges. An old friend. Acquire BFG. Toe into Madness. Complete the UAC on Ultra Nightmare. Oh yeah. Well, I think that's basically all that I can basically say about this for now, so in the meantime, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Later.